Guess what time it is? It's time for the daugnekeith show. It's called DK's Way. Hey, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please.
What's up, y'all? We are live in the building. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Happy atheist. Happy all that shit, whatever you are. Happy Kanye, whatever religion you choose to be today. Okay? I have to start off with that. We got to talk about, just for a teeny weeny second, today's topic, y'all. If you never watched DK's Way, we doing top 5 comedians of all time, our favorite. We talking about all the great comedians, and it's nothing but comedians on my panel tonight. To the left of me, I got Andre Bailey. Ooh, he's in the building. Look what God did. And right next to Andre, we got D-Bev. I got 16 brothers and sisters. They all pissed on me. They peed in the bed. D-Bev, tight jitty shirts. The birthday guy's got a birthday coming up.
Hey, it's good.
And next to D-Bev, I have True and Blue, always here. Ronald Cole, he don't miss a beat. D-Bev, you know, he take his time to get here, but he come. We got Stevie Mac in the building with the Kango on. You make me feel like rapping, nigga, with that hat on. Stevie Mac, the commercial king, is in the building.
Commercial king.
He gonna break dance later.
Yeah. Okay, if Stevie Mac break dance, I know I'm just lost in my game. I need to step my game back up. My knee is too hurt. Somebody posted a picture the other day. Captain Kangaroo and said, if you know who this person is, your left knee hurt. And I was thinking, fuck you. I know who Captain Kangaroo is, but damn, my knee was hurting that day, too. I didn't appreciate that shit.
Gotten better, huh?
Oh, it's gotten a lot better. I'm walking around on that
Oh,
cushion.
look at you.
Let me tell y'all fat bitches something. Lose some weight, because I'm working on it. If you can, everybody's jeans ain't the same. But I'm back in the gym because I need to shed a bit of this weight off, because when I broke my ankle, all the weight went to the left knee because I was supporting my body weight on one leg.
That happens.
When I healed all the way on my ankle, my knee was like, okay, we good. We could walk, bitch. Bye. That's what happened. My knee just said, all right, bitch, you can walk on that side now. Bye. I'm going to take a break.
I'm going to take a break.
Now, I got to keep the shit distributed so I look like a baby with hard shoes on when I walk, because the shit have to even out. And that's the only way you're going to heal, you know, and turmeric helps. Turmeric helps. But we'll get into that another show.
Sitting your butt down helps, too.
Huh?
Sitting your butt down.
I'm a comedian on the go. I can't never sit my butt down.
Even weight distribution.
Yeah.
Even weight distribution.
Left cheek and right cheek.
You ain't got one cheek.
Yeah.
No. All that shit's normal. It's even. See, I wanted them smooth fat bitches. Same color all over. You ain't getting no dark spots, no rashes, a bunch of stretch marks. I'm a smooth, buttery bitch. Fuck you. Okay. Now we gonna get into this shit. Kanye today wore a full-on mask. Nigga look, I ain't even gonna post the shit because he looked like a beekeeper from Battlestar Galactica. The nigga look retarded as fuck. He decides he gonna talk about Hitler was a cool guy.
He had some good in him, he said.
I was on your side, nigga, till you said that dumb shit. I was like, yeah, Kanye's like representing the black people. Yeah, we were the original. You know, I was with all of that until he said that dumb shit today. Kanye, you gotta stop, man. Smoke a joint. That's what you need.
Take a pill.
He only said that because...
Nah, them pills is what got him that way.
You think so?
He wrong.
Whoa. I don't know. That nigga ain't taking no pills. He need to just relax, drink a nice hot cup of ginger tea. Smoke you a blunt, nigga. Smoke a nice doobie.
Not many people know what
Relax.
happened to you when your mama
Free your
died.
mind.
Yeah, my mama died. I didn't go doing all of that. I didn't take Taylor Swift's life and throw it down take her song and throw it down like her life didn't matter, you know. Beyonce is the best singer of the year. That's when it started. But see, that's when I knew they was fucking with Kanye too, with his head. But we gonna pray for you, brother,
Pray for the brother, man.
because you need prayer. You know, for real. You wearing full on mask talking about
Hitler?
you love Jesus and
Well,
Hitler
if he wore
at
the
the same
mask,
time.
if he wore the mask when he said it, it wasn't really him saying it.
Yeah, but how you love Hitler and Jesus at the same time? I'm confused.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, Hitler, dude. You probably think Idi Amin was cool too, and Mussolini. I don't know about you, bro. All right, top 5.
Top 5.
Y'all ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Y'all, it's almost been a year. I've been on the air. D-Beb, you was my first guest.
Yeah.
We talked about old motherfuckers. Old young men that like ancient saber-toothed ass women. Now, these women weren't like a 27-year-old might want to fuck me. No.
Oh.
I'm saying these guys were 21, 19, 22. These women had to be 75.
Damn.
They tattoos was wrinkled and long.
They was trying to get that money.
It wasn't
They
about
wasn't trying to
the
get no
money. It's a show.
They
It
just-
was a show.
Yeah.
What's the name of that show? Strange Love or some shit like that.
It was
It's
for the
an
money.
actual TV show.
Like Flavor Love.
It was for the money.
Yeah, but they wanted old. The old lady had gangbang queen written on her titty.
Gang bang queen.
We're going to have to review all these shows, y'all, for the year review, okay?
Yes,
We're going to have to go through them.
Year in
And
review show.
it's my first anniversary, so we'll call it the year anniversary show. And the Aggressive Dance Awards are coming
yeah, I
up
remember that
in
one.
2 weeks. We got to finish it. We got to
love
pick
that
our
one.
winners, y'all. Now we're going to get right into the top 5. Stevie Mac, who are your top 5 all-time favorite comedians?
Oh, I feel like I'm on the spot. People always ask me who's my favorite, because I'm an old soul, and I was from if I said Mom's Mabley, they're like, who the hell is Mom's?
You like mine?
Yeah, well, because I was raised with Cheech and Chong.
If it
Oh, wow. You've been
ain't
doing comedy a long time.
But George Carlin, when he was the hippy dippy weatherman, Flip Wilson, is it on? It's on.
make sure that microphone on.
Accordion and everything. This is like, you gotta make sure. Yeah, so Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Kevin Hart. I'm saying all black ones, Of course, George Carlin and Robin Williams, Steve
You
Martin.
done went past 5. Okay, so he got his top 99 in. Now, who are your top 5, Ronald?
In the order of importance or just period?
Just who are
Okay.
your top 5? Like, go quick, and that's how you know it's really your top 5.
Richard Pryor,
King.
Eddie Murphy, Red Fox, the guy that used to write with Richard Pryor, Mooney, and I'd have
He
to
ain't
say
your top 5. You had to think of his name.
George Carlin, the last one.
Okay, D
It's the weed.
If you can't remember his
You
name,
can
it don't
forget a
matter.
person's name.
No, not if you love him.
My top 5 is Richard Pryor, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin, and Dave Chappelle.
Well, now, hey.
All the rebels.
He did it though. He didn't say what's the guy?
It's the weed.
Nah, you know it was smoke, nigga. You got contact. That don't count.
It's a different.
Dre.
All right, I'm gonna go with Richard Pryor, and in no particular order. Richard Pryor, definitely Eddie Griffin, Martin Lawrence, Bernie Mac, and Corey Holcomb.
Okay, that's a relevant now comedian that I did not include. Okay, and my top 5 are, in no particular order, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, and there is a toss-up between the last. There are 6 names. So, I'll let y'all know who the final one is. It's really between Martin Lawrence. It's between Lenny Bruce. It's between Lenny Bruce, Martin Lawrence, Simply Marvelous, Cheryl Underwood, Franklin Ajayi, and
If you can't think of it,
those five.
Page, Rudy Ray Moore.
No, because I was still juggling. It's too
Here's the thing,
many.
Donnie, about
But
comedy.
those five
To
are.
ask a comedian his favorite comedian is like asking a fat person his favorite food. Because we love comedy.
She like taste.
Yeah.
Fat people like taste.
But we love comedy so much. It's
There's
like
so
hard
many
to
good
narrow it
ones.
down
Yeah.
to any one or two.
To your top five. Let me get the first image.
I thought you said sandwich.
Hungry. Are you hungry? Yeah, okay, you guys got to come to the toy drive on Saturday. If you're in the Los Angeles area, Dwight is having a comedy show. I'm performing. Dre's performing. It's a lot of comedians performing. Bring a toy. Let's get these kids some toys. Okay, let's go to the first comment. Richard Pryor, of course. Why do you love him, though?
I love Richard Pryor because Richard Pryor told the unabashed, butt-naked truth. And I think that's why most people like Richard Pryor. Unadulterated truth. You know, that's basically why I love Richard Pryor. He told the truth and didn't care what you thought about it.
What you got to say about Richard D. Bev?
Richard Pryor was the first person I emulated cursing after. I used to go on to the basement in our house and listen to Richard Pryor when my mom went home. So I started hearing all that stuff, man. It was
You
crazy.
ran around saying fuck shit.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Yeah. Richard Pryor had a good jokes though, man. It's like kind of like how we live. You know what I'm saying? We live the life that he was talking about. Besides the
What you got to
drugs.
say, Ronald Cole?
I like Richard Pryor too. He's kind of
But why?
because he was a great storyteller. He didn't.
Yeah.
He told one-liners every now and then, but he could tell a story, you know, and that's kind of, you know, what's kind of inspired me with my thing. I don't tell a lot of one-liners and whatnot. I tell stories, and you know, he was one of them, and Eddie Murphy was too. So that's kind of why I like him. Yeah.
What about you, Dre?
I think everybody on my top 5 list, you know, had an impact on me as a comedian, and so I think what I loved about Richard was being able to see him act out things and how he moved his body.
His
and just how,
characters.
he was an awesome person to watch. Like I can imagine he was dope on the records and stuff, because I remember hearing records and stuff. But to actually see him move and the way he would say words and watching his face, he was dope.
I love Richard because Richard told his truth. Nobody else's, the unfiltered truth. It was his life story.
Honest.
And I think that influenced me a lot because my dad and Richard were friends. They did cocaine together. And, you know, in that industry, my dad was around quite a bit of people. So we had quite a few colorful characters fall through the house sometimes. Yeah, that's but one of my favorite jokes by Richard is at the end of Live on the Sunset Strip, he lit that match and he said, "Yeah, I heard that bullshit y'all been saying about me. This is Richard Pryor running down the street." And he took the match, and I fell out laughing because that's all we did in school. Who am I? Richard Pryor running down the street. So it probably his kids told him that joke. Probably like, "This is what they saying
I
about
didn't
you,
know people
Dad."
really doing that.
Yeah, they
I thought it
was.
part of his joke.
No, that was a real joke. This is Richard Pryor running down the street.
It was all true, yeah.
It was true.
The hospital.
That's
But
crazy.
now that you look
Just
at the
stopped
burn, let's
right
look
at
at
his-
that burn,
stopped
though.
right at his neck so that he could still perform. That's amazing.
Rich wasn't lying when he said that damn cocaine demon said, "Hey, it'd be fun to light yourself on fire right now. Let's run down the street." That's what demons do. That's what a demon did to Richard. Fucked him up. Woke him up, and then he got MS after that. But there's nothing about Richard you can't love. Show the book first.
That's Demon of Time.
Mm-hmm. Let's go back to Richard. That's Richard right there, here and now.
That's the neck.
Now, see, what a lot of people don't know about Sunset Strip, live on the Sunset Strip, is Richard Pryor filmed that twice, y'all. If you didn't know, research it. He bombed the first night.
Yep.
Richard bombed so bad he couldn't even remember what he was talking about. He was sweating. I know the feeling. We all have had that feeling before. It's not fun, especially when you got people like, Chico and the Man in the audience. You got Pam Grier in the audience. You got every celebrity that was relevant in the 70s in the audience, in the 80s. Mr. T, gold chains in the dark glowing. And this nigga bombing. He just like, oh, what was I going to talk about?
Imagine Richard.
Oh, it was horrible. I felt bad for him because it was Rich. It was his comeback after the burn.
Yeah.
But the very next night, he invited all of them back. He said, come back and watch me again. It's on YouTube. You can watch him bomb. He let you see him bomb. And then he said, y'all, I'm going to invite everybody here. You got a ticket, come back tomorrow night. I'm going to do the shit right. The next night is the night we saw recorded for history. He murdered that shit. This is me running down the street. Killed. That last line killed. So I had goosebumps. I wasn't even a comic then. And that's why I felt it was cool when he told my daddy I was a funny little bitch. That shit was funny. Because I was just doing me, being bad, trying to sneak in there like, ooh, Richard Pryor in the house. And, all the cocaine heads was in there together. And I just wanted to climb behind the couch and they was like, see what's happening. Get your ass in the room. It was always, my daddy was friends with Millie Jackson. Diana Ross. He knew everybody. So he worked for Motown for different labels, a long time. So
What your daddy do?
He was really in the know.
I think he was the payola man personally. The nigga that went to the record DJs from the DJ pool and said, you gonna play this record?
Or
We can need to talk. You can play this record for this wide, or you could play it. But technically, he was coordinator of promotions. That's the legal name for it.
This is what I should have said. How tall was your daddy?
6'4".
Okay.
Big old yellow nigga.
Big old yellow, yeah.
With green eyes. The menacing looking, them Terrence Howard looking niggas. James Earl Jones. He looked like a cross between.
He wasn't innocent when he was giving you them
I'm going to have
papers.
to put up a picture of my daddy one day. But next to me.
Play that record.
Yeah, he was always counting records. Always. He had the radio on at all times. I don't care what we was watching, how many people was in the house. It could be loud as fuck. He'd be like, wait a minute. Okay. He was just always counting records because that was before technology. They really had to count how many times they played that record. If they paid you for 150 plays, nigga, you better play it 150 times. They was counting records. That radio stayed on. It'd be very faint, but that nigga could hear. That's why we couldn't whisper in the house, because he would hear it. Could whisper about shit. Now, this is D. Militant. How many of y'all met him? I knew him. You knew him, Stevie Mac.
Oh, yeah, we worked together a lot.
You ever meet him?
No,
D.
we used to
Militant?
talk online all the time, but I never met him in person.
Okay.
Good brother.
Yeah, he's a very cool brother. Now, D. Militant wrote a book called Black Comedians on Black Comedy. Do we have the book? That's the book. If you guys don't own that book, go buy that book. If you're a comedian, period. It's so many great interviews in there from relevant comedians today, young comedians from back in the day. I mean, you got Sinbad in there, you got Dick Gregory in there, you got everybody who matters when they were still alive in this book. So you guys got to check it out. And he got moms on the cover.
There's a thorough history of black comedy. Militant was a historian. In fact, that became a Showtime special, Black Comedians on Black Comedy, based on that book.
Yeah, that's what you were watching today, right? Yeah.
Last night, actually.
Next image. Okay. Now, Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
To me, I think he's one of the funniest dudes that took time seasoning. You know, I remember the first time I seen him at the Comedy Store. I was like, this white boy up here. I didn't know who he was. Everybody else is excited. I was a new comic, young in the game. I'm just learning people. This was around 05, 06. I didn't know who he was. And when I tell you I laughed so hard, I was like, this motherfucker is funny. And now he's one of my favorite comedians. What about you guys? You like Bill Burr?
He's witty.
Never heard of it.
Witty.
Love Bill
Watch
Burr.
him on YouTube tonight.
Not really a fan.
You're not a fan of Bill Burr?
No.
What about you, Steve?
Yeah, so back when the Comedy Union was open, the manager for a bunch of comedians from New York brought them all out to perform at the Comedy Union. Bill Burr, Donnell Rawlins, and some other comics that you know of. And I got a chance to see him for the first time then, before he became famous. But one of the biggest things that Bill Burr did that endeared him to a lot of the audience members is in New York or New Jersey, it was a big show. Everybody got heckled and booed when they came out. And he came out and he lit into their ass for his whole 30 minutes while they were booing him, and people loved it. And they cheered him in the end because he just endured that whole set. He's a good shit talker who stands by his word. He's in that movie King of Staten Island. He plays the dad of Pete Davidson in that movie as well.
Next image.
Very regular
Let's
white
get
comic.
the next comic.
Damon
Damon
Wayans.
Wayans.
Oh man, I forgot about Dave.
People always leave Damon out of their tops. Now, Damon is, that's why I said that last spot has a juggle to it. Because Damon's been around. I remember I was watching Punchline with Goldie Hawn trying to become a comedian. And Goldie Hawn had a scene where she was in some comedy club and Damon Wayans was there. It was a bunch of real comics in there with her and Tom Hanks. But Damon Wayans, that was my first time seeing him. Then I saw him imitating, the nigga that can't talk that's in jail that always say too many words, too many big words or whatever. But I seen him on something doing that. And then that was before In Living Color.
And Sally Field.
Yes, Sally Field.
Yeah.
Sally Field.
She was just on David.
I would kick out Corey Holcomb for Damon
God
Wayans.
damn, you got the tallest
You
chair
take
in the
Corey Holcomb out your
would take-
top five for Damon Wayans?
I seen Damon Wayans before, again, like you said, before doing comedy. This brother was on stage for 15 minutes.
Killing.
And I said, he could have said, that's my time, I'm Damon. And I would have been like, that nigga crazy. I was calling people, in 15 minutes.
I seen him murder the union.
The man's
one night.
amazing.
Yeah.
The man's amazing. I'm sorry.
The first time
I'm
I
sorry.
seen him live, for real, was at the Comedy Union. It was on a night where it was like, not full, and he just popped in. Yeah. So all us new booties had to wait in the back. You know how the union was. You be in the
Small.
back trying to peep through that little door.
Yeah, can't look.
And ends is like, don't block my door, don't block my door. Yeah, I said it.
Punk, nigga.
So Damon was back there killing, and some fool, I guess he decided he wanted to talk to me while the show going on. He done come out the bathroom, see me standing there. I'm not standing there for niggas to talk to me by the men's bathroom. There's nowhere for comics to go.
Right.
So he put both his hands up against the wall, and Sexy Marlo like, hey, he all in your space and shit. And Damon on stage watching all this, and he was like, there's some funny shit going on in the back right now. He's like, I think we need security, though, because the nigga was doing too much. I'm like, dude, it's a show. Yeah, I seen how you was looking. Nigga, I'm looking at you come out the bathroom. You didn't wash your hands. I didn't hear you splash water. Next image, Damon's the shit, though.
Fire.
Yep.
People got to give him his respect.
Stand up, fire.
Right. What do you think about Marlon right now? Marlon's kind of funny to me. A lot of people sleeping on Marlon. Marlon's getting better and better and better. Yeah. Dave, the GOAT, right now. He's the new, he's got that title like Richard right
Just
now.
hosted Saturday Night Live. I mean, I taped it and I watch it again and again because it's like genius material.
What was your favorite part?
Well, everything. It's like he asked me what's your favorite part of the burrito. All the parts. All the
the
parts. Yeah.
All that good
But
meat.
the favorite skit would have to be the one where they did what is it? The Dragon Slayer. The Dragon Slayer.
Nigga, I was dying.
House of the Dragon.
Oh yeah, that was funny as fuck.
This nigga hella funny, but I don't know if any of my top 5 he would have broke
Being in your
into.
top 5.
He wouldn't have been able to move somebody out of my top 5. But he's definitely coming right off the bench.
Well, he's
right in the
in
game.
my top 5 because of his attitude towards comedy. He has that Lenny Bruce-esque thing about him. He's not like gonna murder like Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor will, but he's gonna make you think
Thank you. Yeah.
about the reality of life.
Well, Dave does social commentary.
Yeah,
And he's not
so-
afraid to do it.
Yeah, every comic is different. Like to me, I think Dave he's still in my top 5. What about you, Dwight? The barber has joined us, y'all. Say hey. Pass him the mic, Stevie. Please.
Oh, how y'all doing tonight, man? Glad to be here, man. Thank you, Donnie, for having me. Oh man, you talking about Dave, man? Come on, man. Well, I to me, Dave is so political, man, that we need somebody in his status right now that can even, make the comments that he does. You know what I'm saying? And that's what kills me. That really makes me feel good as a comic, being able to say the things that you really want to say, and and people can relate to it. You know what I'm saying? Especially our people. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really appreciate what Dave is doing right now, because he's taking a stand, and he don't have to, because he made plenty of money.
Right.
Plenty of money. So
And he's still getting plenty of money.
Still getting plenty of money. Who's in top 5?
No, he's not afraid of the cancel culture. What you think about Dave, Ryan?
Pretty much everything he said, and I like his. He's unapologetic. He say what he want to say, and he means it. He don't backtrack on it. It's funny, it's witty, it makes you think. It's reality, and that's what I like about him. And he's a good storyteller. I love storytellers.
Dwight D-Bear.
I think it's funny.
You think he's funny?
I think you got good stories, man. And I kind of relate to what I be doing. Kind of the same kind of thing I be doing. Trying to catch the mainstream audience, like he always does.
Okay. The mainstream. We on the main line. Y'all, we got to take a quick break. We're going to come right back with some more on DK's Way. We'll be right back, y'all.
I think I was going to say, Dave.
So it says here that you're suing for 50% custody and that you're a, quote, great dad. What kind of a dad could a what kind of a father are you? Why would I believe that?
I mean, I do it all. Y'all. I'm a super dad. Super dad. I'm talking about Batman dad, Spider-Man dad. You understand what I'm saying, Yana?
Excuse me, your hors d'oeuvres. Can I say something?
Well, Super Dad, I'm going to consider that photo abuse of the children because they were too close to the barbecue grill.
I read my baby's bedtime stories in bed.
Do you expect for me to really believe you read to the children?
Your officer, can I say something?
I'll let you convict him in a second.
This is preposterous.
What was that word?
Preposterous.
Well, preposterously, hand over your credit cards.
He needs to hand over his EBT, Green Dot, and Netflix codes, too.
Oh, he has Cash App, does he?
How am I supposed to pay my rent, my bills? How am I supposed to get to work?
You need to quit those little jobs anyway and stop trying to go to school to be a doctor.
This is preposterous.
Well, it's not my fault you weren't on your A game. So, hand over the house.
Preposterous. I'm getting older, and she's getting younger with my money.
Yes, well, I'm going to consider that compliment to her as abuse. Hand over your driver's license and your car.
Yana, please. What about me?
I don't want that old car. I need a brand new 2035 model.
And the shirt off your back, sir.
What else is y'all gonna take from me? The tattoos off my skin? Damn, that's cold, Yana. I mean, do I ever get to see my kid?
Yes, now, it sees here that she has 3 children, and they're all yours.
Mr. Wong's.
Why?
At least Mr. Wang's feet don't stink after working 18 hours.
Why?
Who's Mr. Wong?
Just look at these two. You can tell they ain't mine.
Well, I'm gonna make you pay child support for all 3 anyway. Case dismissed.
Why?
This is Father's Time for A-Game TV. Looks like they gave him the Kanye Cosby. Wow. Could you tell us just what happened in there to you today, sir?
I feel 60 years older. I really need to get on my A game.
Come on, y'all, let's go get you a new daddy.
You should try A-Game. Yep, it's an all-natural supplement that'll help you get your energy, go back in there, and win.
I feel great again. I feel like myself. I feel like I'm on my A game.
A-Game will keep you out of custody court.
No, it won't.
Okay, maybe it won't, but it sure will give you the natural energy and vitality you'll need to stand up under the pressure.
All units, code 48323 South Vermont Avenue. Possible suspects in custody. They're requesting that one of you guys respond to their location.
We got you in here on assault charges.
Them 2 hating ass bitches came at me, officer. I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm in love with my boyfriend. Hello? But you don't hear me though. I didn't do nothing wrong.
We saw that in the report. Did you know he was a player?
How in the hell I'm supposed to know?
Did you know he used to manage R. Kelly?
Size ain't got nothing to do with it. 12 can play that. Now what he do is his business. That ain't got nothing to do with me and why I'm in here.
You the one was fighting with 2 wig wearing bras.
Well, they came at me, officer. I was minding my business. How in the hell I'm supposed to know? They coming at me.
Okay, I believe it. But here's the thing. You're going to have to, just show me how you was dancing for him. Just so I can put that in my memory evidence file.
Is that going to get me out of here?
Look, you drop it like it's hot, we'll consider dropping charges. We'll look out for you.
Yeah.
Can't promise you nothing.
That's that bullshit. You can't get more. But right now, I don't play. Get me up off of this. How they gonna have a phone I can't even fucking reach?
Got y'all asses back in here again. The ghetto devil in the week.
No, that woman
We
attacked
arrested
that.
your
What
ass.
they say.
We arrested your
Yeah,
ass.
I was the first one to slap the cuffs on you.
And I picked the wig up off the floor.
That was her wig. She knocked us down. That little strong thing knocked us
That was the
down.
wig she had
No.
on.
Yeah.
This is my hair, thank you very much.
Y'all trying to change it like this?
She's pregnant.
Ma'am.
Pregnant, you're stressing us
ma'am.
out. You gonna make her go in labor.
No, I have a serious question.
Come on, man.
I have a serious question. See, this last wig is coming off.
Yeah.
Devil, baby.
It's starting to turn back sideways.
This is her hair.
I know
For
you
you
ain't
to
talking with your, you know who your mommy is.
He look like a black Mr.
Does
Clean
he know?
telling us about some.
Do you know whose son that is?
Oh, that's Roger
Girl.
at the liquor store, son. I
Girl,
know that
no.
face anywhere.
You know him now. That's Roger's son.
The drunk.
Girl, he
And
not
you wanna
gonna
talk
And
to
you know
us.
when mommy is right.
I smell liquor
Samantha. And you know that bitch ain't no Samantha.
Ooh, not Deep
Oh,
Niece
Lord, that
Samantha.
girl, you
Oh,
know.
Dusty Niece Samantha.
Why are y'all talking about
Okay, I'm
my partner's parents? This has
First of
nothing-
all,
Judge me.
why am I here? I'm pregnant. Yes, and we shouldn't be here.
Now I know I got a little one. I know I do. But
That
that
wasn't
wasn't
me.
me.
Miss Gladys, we got you in here because there's a report you've been fighting, jumped on Miss Colanda Lewis
Hello.
because she's hanging out with your grandbaby,
Hello.
baby daddy.
Do you
do know Troy?
Well, you said outfit's gonna sell for $5.99?
Do you know Troy?
Apparently you don't know.
Oh shit, he said you want the next one, right?
They been together for 35 years. How you gonna say that?
Troy out there. We in
Troy
here.
didn't
I tell you what.
Hello? Can y'all come get me? When I met her, she was a very nice little lady. I let her in my home. Yes. I go with my friend, and I see her with my man. I was at the club, minding my own business, talking to this little short nigga. My friend is grinding on her with her big little booty. And some two grandmas from the studio boy coming at me.
Because y'all grandkids,
He
baby
was with
daddy.
that half a woman.
Well, wait a minute. What kind of Jerry Springer / Boyd Hovish issue is this, man?
He wasn't even down. Yeah, I'm down here at Central. I need to put my titties up here.
No, man. Please,
No, they have
That's
to
gonna be another charge. No, keep no. That's another charge. No.
Hello? Can you help me?
The last suspect we had in here shook it and twerked for nothing.
I got you. Just please. Put him back on there.
They don't
Right now.
You know that's another charge,
See, when you got big round titties, they mess with them old young saggy titties.
That's assault on county
You know
property.
that's a charge, right?
That's a
Come
big
on,
charge.
man.
That's another charge.
Maybe you're just jealous because your woman got saggy titties. I can do
No.
that. Gladys, leave him alone. He done pulled out a gun on.
Oh,
Lord. I ain't scared no gun. Bitch, I been side. You know that.
Y'all talking a lot of shit. You know that's
for real.
In custody.
Get hands off me, man.
Put that down.
Look.
Y'all in our space. Gang, this shit is real. Y'all shit is real.
Hey. What are you doing in here? Hey. Told y'all coming back. Hey, Gladys.
Man, I'm so full of shenanigans. Y'all see that shit? I put my titties on the table. They made it sound like an earthquake. See, that's what happened when you got global shit. Global. Look like little globes with an eyeball and a snow peak that's brown. You look at some titties now, they just be. Help me. I'm a titty hater. Y'all, welcome back to DK's Way. I be doing the most sometimes. We got a full panel of men, and I'm talking about I'm a titty hater.
Got your titties on the table now.
No, one is askew. One is askew. One is like, nah, bitch. The other one like.
I want to see what's going on.
One is resting. The other one's nesting.
I asked for a table dance. She put her titties on the table.
Yeah, make a bounce with me. Bounce with me. Yeah, Gravity is a friend of mine. All right, y'all. We talking about the top 5 comedians, and I got some top 5 niggas up in here with me. I got Stevie Mack, Dwight the Barber, Ronald Cole, D-Bev Comedy Splash. Y'all make sure y'all be there on the 10th. Give me that flyer, D-Bev. I got a flyer for your shit in there. No, that's the toy drive.
Toy drive. That's
this is D-Bev's Comedy Splash. Can you get a close up of this? Okay.
Yeah, niggas, don't promote them again.
There it is. B-Bev Comedy Splash on the 10th, and the address is, what's the address?
4310.
4310 what? Crenshaw Boulevard. Y'all be there. It's over by the district somewhere, 4310, right?
43rd and Crenshaw.
Yeah, 43rd and Crenshaw in Lamar Park. Y'all come.
Pretty much.
It's going to be fire.
61st birthday, y'all.
Oh,
and he could still wear tight titty shirts.
And shiny
And
shoes.
his shit ain't pointing
They ain't
down.
shiny either.
It ain't
Nah.
loose like old men titties. You know they get them loose cleavages. D-Bam, you cool. You cool for your age.
Hey, and you know he used to play when they used to have those leather helmets and shit.
There you go.
Great NFL career, I'm telling you.
Great
Yeah,
NFL
D-Bam
career.
is an ex-NFL player. If y'all didn't know, he's still wearing his thermo that go under the uniform. He's come in different colors. He's like, I'm going to keep hope alive.
Right.
Hey, man, look.
Russell Wilson ain't doing it. I could take his place.
Shit, I probably can do better than that. I know that.
Jab. All right, y'all. Let's keep it moving. Top 5 comedians.
You gonna
Let
let
me
that
know
come out
your
your
top
mouth.
5 comedians. Put it in the comments. If you're in there, put it in the comments. I know you're there. I know you're there.
Moms used to say, don't point me in the direction of no old man. Show me the direction to a young man.
Moms didn't want nothing old.
She said, only thing an old man can do for me is show me where a young man at.
Moms, and she said, if it ain't old, it's cold.
She don't want nothing old but money.
Old but money.
I got
She
a-
said
I
her
got
husband
an
was so
album.
old, he was old as dirt.
I got an album but no record player, so I ain't even really heard her yet.
She talked a lot of
Oh, you
shit.
was on YouTube, man. Yeah.
I want to hear the record.
Moms, you guys know I did
On
that
YouTube,
play
is
a
they
long
actually
time ago.
showing her? I mean,
did
she
What
live?
You-
Live, some of her old that you can listen to.
Oh, I'd like to see her actually
I
perform.
did What You're Peeping At with, we actually won a NAACP cast award. And the company's name is the Consortium Thorium. I don't even want to lie. Y'all out there, shout out.
Yeah.
I did it in 2008. I played Young Moms. I played her when she was coming up in the comedy game.
Oh, that's what's up.
And it was narrated by we did 8 weeks at the Stellar Adler Theater. It was
Look
cool.
at y'all.
Yeah, I had my throat
You was a
hurting
young
after,
mom.
because I had to wear this gum over my teeth to look like I had no teeth. And
Even as a young mom?
because she lost her teeth at a young age. She
Oh,
started
dang.
losing teeth at a young age. So I had to talk like that the whole time, like her. You know, and it was like really straining on your throat.
Dang.
So
That sounds bad.
So she talked old and looked old, but was young.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Mom's was not that old.
Had the Benjamin Buttons.
Now there she was. She
I was
was
gonna
old
say, that's
then.
an old mom.
She started in the vaudeville time. So she was born in 1890 something. Yeah, she died in 1975. So she had a nice life.
Wow.
She definitely was a post-slavery baby.
Well, that's what they say too. Comedians live a long time because we laugh about the stuff we dealing with.
We laugh about everything.
Yeah, instead of dealing with it, we get the chance to,
Yeah,
get
we
it
get
out.
a chance to get it out, and I think a lot of people need to get that shit out. Like Jamie Foxx said, blow that shit out. Next, give me.
Laughter raises your endorphins.
Yeah, it does. Carol Burnett, the best sketch show on TV in the 70s, I have to say.
Maybe in the 70s, but when I
Tim
was coming up,
Conway was so fucking funny. That slow walk he had. Did you ever watch the Carol Burnett show, Andre? How you young? You gotta go watch it on YouTube. Her sketch.
I remember Carol Burnett, but I don't remember the sketch
She
show
had
like
the
that.
coldest sketches. She did one where the husband, Tim Conway, had a signal, the phone would ring. But she was like, That shit was so funny. She was like, so you had him ring the phone and hang up, so I wouldn't know you had a signal. He's like, you're tripping, it's the wrong number, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
So they turn off the lights. The phone ring 2 times. This time she pick up, hello, and it hangs up. And she's like, So it went on to where at the end of the sketch, she pulled out a shotgun because he had his clothes on under his pajamas. It was really signal. So I mean, they made fun of adultery like normal people. You know, all this cancel culture. We can't even make fun of this type of shit no more. You know, they made fun of a lot of shit. They shit pedophilia in a different way. You know, but they used adults.
When I was coming up, the white lady was Tracy Ullman.
Tracy was funny. I didn't think about Tracy when I
Tracy Ullman and her sketch comedy show, and
She was
I
boring
think
after a
But
while.
she couldn't beat out the
She
the
couldn't
Simpsons.
beat Carol Burnett.
She
though.
couldn't beat the Simpsons. That's why
that
What you
that
think, Steve?
when I think of sketch comedy, that's what I think of.
Simpsons are good now.
A lot of the skits on Carol Burnett was ahead of its time. I mean, that shit is still banging today.
She was there with the
What I
Jackson
wasn't
Fives.
sure, was Carol Burnett a lesbian?
No.
We don't know. I never seen her with a man.
She
I
had no
think she was
kids.
married to the same guy the whole time.
That was a beard, baby.
That was-
That was a beard.
Where the kids at?
You can't say Carol was a cotton picking coochie licker.
Some kids,
Carol
some
Burnett was one of the funniest.
actresses don't, they don't, you know about their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like Clark Gable.
Man,
You know
if she had a daughter, we would know about it. Nigga.
You might be
She ain't
different
got no
name,
kids.
though. A lot of people in Hollywood.
Okay, let me ask the LGBTQT community. If Carol Burnett was a lesbian, please let us know in the comments. Because I know you guys know the history.
Because she wore man's shoes at some point.
She wore comfortable shoes. I got on some flat shoes right now. After a certain age, women don't want to be in heels. So it's like after 45, after you done hurt your ankle a few times, you like, fuck them shoes. They look cute up in the air when you laying down with your dude.
I do like them in the air though.
Yeah, but that's the only place they need to be is to sit down to dinner and to go up in the air. Sorry, throw up the V for victory with your spikes on.
So as you getting
Heels in the bedroom.
as you getting undressed, you put your heels on.
No, you have them on already, so he see you undressed with the heels on.
But what if you ain't got the heels on because you got those on? You just
That's
undress.
different. That's
As
different.
you take them off, you put the heels
on.
on.
That day.
Oh, so you gotta have them on that day.
Yeah, you gotta think about it.
Just put the heels on while we get there.
Heels on and pants.
I'm just saying, as you take them off, put the heels on.
Okay,
There you
let's
go.
focus on this. Can we focus on the subject at hand?
Heels on, panties on.
One at a time, fellas. Can we focus on the subject at
I'm
hand?
sorry. It's always me.
Okay. You mentioned high heels and panties come to the brain. Okay, next image. We're gonna leave you alone, Carol. I love you. Carol.
Tracy.
Dick Gregory.
I never got to see him, so I couldn't put him on that vibe.
You can watch Dick Gregory
can,
live
but, like-
at the Playboy Lounge. You can see Mom's Mabley live at the Playboy Lounge. All you got to do is Google Playboy Comedy on YouTube, and it's there. YouTube has taken TV to a whole other level.
It has, but
I don't even watch
because I
regular
haven't
TV
seen them,
anymore 'cause I
like
can watch anything I want to watch.
it's tough for me to put him in the top 5.
It's tough for you to put Dick Gregory in.
No,
the
because
top
he
5?
wasn't because I didn't get a chance to see him.
See him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard
The people
for
that
you.
were in my top 5 were people that when I was coming up, they were
Exactly.
That's what I was saying about the,
And that's what's dope about
the
hearing
age of the
Stevie-
person
Stevie's
is
5
gonna,
and
you know,
everybody's 5.
the list is
and
gonna
that's
vary.
why I did this show, because even though we're seasoned in age in comedy and in our ages, I want young comics to see this and know who the fuck Dick Gregory is. Go back and find out who Dick Gregory is. Watch him
Amazing.
on Playboy. The set is so real. He's political. Him and Dave Chappelle, to me, are on that same type of level. I'll put Dave on a Dick Gregory, Lenny Bruce-esque. I won't say Lenny Bruce. I'll say esque Lenny Bruce.
What I just really quick, what I would say is he got away with being able to say stuff that killed other people in the same time. Other people were saying stuff that he was saying, and they were getting killed for it. But because he did it with laughter, they didn't really know what he was saying.
Who,
what he
Dick
was
Gregory
saying.
or Lenny Bruce?
Dick Gregory should have been dead because of the stuff he
They tried
said.
to kill Dick Gregory. They had a lot
They
of
did
bad-
kill him. I mean,
Hey,
they tried.
but let me
Got
tell you
him.
something. One thing about Dick Gregory, see, he was witty, like he said, very witty and political, but he had a country tang to him. See, people
Yeah, he
didn't
had
take
a
a
little-
lot of people didn't take him serious because he talked country. You know what I mean? People out there,
You
they
got-
don't take us country boys seriously. But the country, but
you
he
gotta
was
hide
really
that stuff.
smart.
Very.
And he knew how to sucker them white folks.
Absolutely.
That's how he talked to them white folks. You know, we don't play about them white folks. You
I
know?
sound like a real
Yeah.
natural stupid nigga, but I'm about to put some jewels in your ear.
Yeah, right there.
I'm about to drop bars on you, bitch.
Exactly. I love Dick.
Yeah, Dick is dope. If you guys do,
Dick is dope.
Next thing,
Did somebody say Dick is dope?
I did. I said Dick is dope. But I meant Dick
I wouldn't know.
Gregory.
I wouldn't know about that.
Richard is dope.
Y'all think Dick is dope?
Nah, I wouldn't know about that.
Richard was
Everybody
amazing.
here agrees Dick is dope.
Richard.
Sharing it is, but
Ain't his name Richard Gregory?
Like the barber said, yeah. Dick is good.
Richard Gregory was off the chat.
yeah,
You gotta call
Richard
him.
Gregory, I love Richard.
Richard Gregory was off the chat.
yeah.
One of my favorite jokes of his is where he said, you know, I love football because it's the only place where a black man can run and steal something and 5 other
yeah.
white people will cheer for him.
Next thing,
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Dick was the ball.
Yeah.
Dick is ball.
Johnny loves Dick.
Have to
That's
take
what he
your word
is.
for
Johnny
that.
loves Dick.
Yeah.
And do a Dick Gregory joke.
George Carlin. Now, George Carlin started out as the hippy dippy weatherman. And I was telling my wife the other day, I said, you know what? The old George Carlin that we know and love today would kill the hippy dippy weatherman. Because George Carlin got to be disgruntled and angry in his old age. But
Yeah, he got
spoke-
bitter
He
later.
spoke down the bad truth. I mean, his truth still ring out on Twitter today. People tweet out George Carlin shit and go like, this motherfucker told shit back then that's still going on now.
Right. And he was an open atheist with
What-
his material.
What I noticed is that he was saying stuff that black people were saying, but black people wasn't getting no notice for it. You know what I'm saying? So
No, they wouldn't give respect for saying it.
right, it was almost like niggas that. But when he's saying the same stuff, people was like, oh man,
One at a time.
a bunch of niggas was taking on the establishment, but you need a white boy to say something sometime.
Do white?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he took on the establishment that white people didn't want exposed, and he was a white man. I don't know if he's a Jew. Is he Jewish?
I don't know.
Might be Jewish.
Harlan? No, I don't
I
know.
don't know, but he
think he was atheist.
Jewish white boys like that.
He was atheist,
Yeah, yeah.
We
I
do
don't
know
what
he didn't
his-
give.
Well, when you don't love God, you can say
Yeah.
anything.
What you think about George, Ronald?
He is definitely ahead of his time. Definitely
Ahead of his
great,
time. Saying the same
great.
shit.
And again, another storyteller. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah. Been
Passed
over
away a while
over
ago.
5-6 years ago, I think.
Yeah, I think no, it's probably been more than
Longer
that.
than that.
Ain't been long. Ain't been long.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
pandemic made us lose track of a lot of times.
Man, so many people have died. Next image.
It could have been 10 years.
Right, for real. Simply Marvelous. Y'all know who Simply Marvelous is.
Yes.
She was the funniest female comic to me. She didn't give a fuck. I seen her at the what was it, the Comedy Act Theater over here in Lamert Park when Robin Harris used to host. No, she passed away a couple years ago. Simply Marvelous was hilarious. She killed Def Jam. Her set was
I
fire.
never heard Def Jam.
That jam right there.
Set was fire.
I don't know if I think she was funnier to me than Adele Givens is them though.
I think Cheryl Underwood is in my top female
Cheryl,
five. No.
Cheryl and Adele.
But Simply Marvelous, 1. Cheryl Underwood, 2nd. Adele Givens is like 5th.
What?
I'll put
Some more?
Some more.
Some More is 3rd. Yvette Wilson? Not in my top 5. Not my top 5 females. Monique, nah. She's in the running. Monique has her earlier stuff was hilarious. She got too bitter for me to appreciate her comedy. So once I can appreciate her comedy again, she'll be back in my top 5 again.
Well, see, that's one of the things that happened with Lenny Bruce. Once he got his court cases, he started getting on stage with boxes and rings of files about his past. This is not funny no more. Now
No,
it's just
he
making
got
fun
bitter.
of
Now you're just
And
tripping.
So, we gotta be careful of that as comics. That if I'm up there, my job is to be funny and to make you forget about your problems.
Right.
If I'm just reminding you of my problems, but not in a humorous way. You ready to get the fuck out the room?
I walk out the room when comics get angry. I saw a comedian friend of mine get mad one night at the Improv. They was having a shaky set. They poem didn't work that they normally do, and all types of shit. Nigga, change your set.
Yeah.
Go off the cuff.
Yeah.
Then you getting bitter and mad and shit. Next image.
Eddie Griffin.
There's your boy. He was in
Man.
some of our top 5. Now Eddie's in the running for that 6th spot with me too. Because he's funny as fuck and a great storyteller. He's a great storyteller. Eddie Griffin, and he's talented.
Very.
He can do Prince, Michael Jackson, your mama, your daddy,
Sammy
your
Davis
cousins, your
Jr.
brothers.
Yeah, Sammy.
I think when I seen him in Foolish, I wasn't even doing comedy because Foolish came out with 98, maybe 2000, something like that. But when I seen him in the bathroom doing that in the bathroom, I was like, I do that. And so that's one of the reasons why he's in my top 5 because he like made me
That was
see that what
D-Bev's
he
top
does
5.
is like
D-Bev,
what I do.
why
I
is he
was
in
like,
your
oh
top
man, I
5?
can do that.
Actually, I met him in Eugenia, Oregon. We had a 6-week contest, and I won the amateur night. I won completely the whole. And they sent me to be with the stars, and he was one of the stars. Him and Louis Anderson and Bob Lee. But I got caught with some weed the next day.
And lost.
Smoked weed, huh?
You lost because you smoked the weed?
Back them days, back in that's like 90 something, man. They couldn't be caught with no weed.
Oh, no.
I got probation. So I had to go. I went to jail. I went to probation, and then I missed the date with him.
Ronald Cole. What about Eddie?
That's why you don't.
I like Eddie
That's why you don't
because he's most multifaceted. He could do imitations of people, and he's again with the stories. You know, he does Sammy Davis, Prince,
Oh, yeah,
Michael
he does good
Jackson,
Sammy.
all of that. And he's a pretty good actor too.
Yeah.
So
Good
I like
at
it.
acting.
Dwight the Barber.
Oh man, he's definitely top 5 for me. First of all, I love his story. I heard a story about how he was sleeping in the back of the Comedy Store, and they gave I don't know, I heard a different version, but he was a regular there, and he was sleeping back there, and they gave him a break, and then what's his name, Clay?
Andrew Dice Clay.
Dice Clay.
Yeah, gave him a break on his tour, and plus he's from my hometown, Kansas City,
They
Missouri.
both smoke cigarettes too
Yeah.
while they on stage.
Gang of cigarettes.
Yeah, before we wrap it up, I gotta do another goat. Give me that album cover. You know which one. The flowery guy.
Eddie Murphy. Flower, come on. Album cover.
While you're waiting on that, let me just say. Oh,
There it is. Put that up there. Let everybody see that shit. Y'all think that was his initiation into everything?
God damn.
They was like, okay, we gonna give you this album, nigga, but you gonna have to put a flower in this little bow tie on, because it don't have no significance in your jokes. It's not funny. It has nothing to do with nothing you about to say.
Can we make sense of this? Make it make sense.
What's the album cover name? What's this?
It's Eddie Murphy.
It's Eddie Murphy. That
I mean,
was
but
the
which-
one
which-
with
Nigga with a
I
flower
got some
in it.
ice
This is
cream
Delirious?
and you can't have none.
Delirious.
That's Delirious.
That is his funniest album.
Is that Delirious?
That's
Yes.
gotta be Delirious.
That's
On the movie.
Yeah.
The
What does
album
this have
cover
to
just
do with
said Eddie
Delirious?
That
Murphy.
guy look like Billie Holiday right there.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know if a
Hey.
child got his own, but nigga,
Eddie. No shirt on with a bow tie?
He was forced to do that shit, man.
What do you think?
you think he was forced?
Yeah. Well, I know a little history about Eddie, man, and
Okay, let's not.
it kind of.
I love you, Eddie. Let's not tarnish Eddie.
Like right
We
now.
ain't gonna tarnish Eddie up here. 'Cause I love you, Eddie. I want to work with you, bro.
I cut his arresting officer hair.
Oh wow! Okay.
Here
Arresting
we
officer
go.
hair.
But this is 2022.
One
The
of the most
closet door
talented,
has opened wide.
the most talented
And the bones of the skeletons.
comedian that we've seen, like, be able to, like, I mean, he can do everything. The boy
He is-
sang, the boy acted,
Eddie
the boy.
is dope as
Man.
fuck.
And I believed everything except the singing. I ain't believe
Regardless to whatever he like, he's dope as fuck. And the closet been open a long time ago for the rest of the world. So,
But he in there peeking out. He ain't stepping out of it. He peeking out of it.
but like Queen Latifah said, it ain't nobody business.
It really ain't nobody business. We shouldn't know nobody. We shouldn't know nobody's sexual preference.
All right,
to be honest
y'all.
with you.
Look, I hate to do this, but I gotta speed this up because we gotta close out this show. Y'all tune in also this weekend to DK's Den and watch some of my brothers here perform their comedy for you. And we about to get that cracking in just a few minutes. But right now, we're going to close out DK's Way. Stevie Mack, what do you have going on? We got to do this quick.
Well, I'm at Loyola Marymount University once a month, and the next show is December 8th. It's probably air by then. And I'm doing a lot of post-production.
This is live right now.
I'm doing post-production on a documentary about me. That's M-A-C-K, Stevie Mack.
Stevie Mizzard, Dwight the Barber. Oh, I'm sorry. You were still talking.
Well, I just want to say real quickly, man, we have a toy drive barbershop comedy, man. Our annual show that we do is December the 3rd. We're here at Queen Hall here in Inglewood, man. Please come down, support us, man. We got a toy.
Barbershop
We need y'all to
comedy.
come by with an unwrapped toy. We got an ugly sweater contest. Oh, it's going to be slamming, man. 50-50 contest. We have food and everything. So come down and check us out. Appreciate it.
And I'm performing there, so y'all come because I'm stupid as fuck. Next, Ronald Cole, quick, what you got going on in your life?
Okay, I'll be on. I'm doing just podcasts this month until next year. So I'll be with Donnie. I'll be with Speedy and Friends podcast, and then on the 1st of next year, I'll be lighting up the Comedy Chateau and a couple other places. That's what I'm doing. That's it.
D-Bev, Comedy Splash, tell them about your birthday bash on the 10th.
Birthday,
Give them the address real quick. They can't see that bullshit. Tell them.
Address is 4310 Crenshaw Boulevard. It's right before you get to that McDonald's on that strip right there. On my birthday, my 61st birthday.
61st.
Yeah, we have food.
D-Bev,
Free
always
food,
got
free food, free parking.
What?
$20 to get in, man. We
Damn.
have a good time. We got a 360 machine.
Free parking.
We got fun.
You
We're
giving
gonna
away
party, we're
free
gonna dance,
food?
we're having a good time. Huh?
You giving away free food? I know it's a season of
I'm
giving.
my partner. That's right. The season's of the gift.
Look, D-Bev always got to tell you, okay, my show's down the alley to the left. Hop the fence, ring the bell twice, then they go open the door. And it's
Don't
20
come with that
to get
door.
in.
Ring.
What you got going on real quick?
This weekend I'll be in Fresno with no, I'll be in Lancaster with Evan Lionel, and then Saturday I'll be in Fresno at a private little thing, so you can't come to that anyway. But definitely make sure you come out to Barbershop Comedy on Friday, man, or on Saturday. It's gonna be going down, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and you guys, I'll be there Saturday as well. We got to close out this show. I love y'all. Please stay tuned in. Don't forget we're celebrating the year show coming up, and in 2 weeks we're gonna do the year review and the Aggressive Dance Awards. I'm Donnie
Please
Keith.
tune in.
Good night.
Please tune in, y'all. Wear my tight shirt with the titty nipple showing.
He gonna have his holes cut in his nipples this time.